Today we're going to go over my initial thoughts and review of my new light, the Kessil AP9X. Let's check it out. What's going on, reefers? So my name's Blaine. This is the King Tide Corals channel. If you guys are stopping in, I want to say thank you for checking out the channel. Also, for everyone that's subscribed already, thank you so much. It's crazy to think that over 100 people have subscribed to the channel, and I'm excited to show you guys more of what's to come. Today I'm going to be talking about the Lagoon's new light. It's a Kessil AP9X. I'm excited to give you guys my initial thoughts, reactions, and overall concepts I'm thinking this is going to bring to the Lagoon. So let's go ahead and dive in and check out my new light. What's going on, reefers? So I just met up with my reefing buddy Gerald. He hooked me up with this screaming deal. I've been running an Aqua Illumination Hydra 26 on my Lagoon for quite some time now, and I wanted to change it up. So he had a light that he's been trying to get rid of, and I decided, why not? It's got the light, the mount, and everything that I've kind of been looking for in a light. So he ended up selling me his Kessil AP9X LED. It's going to be a great new light for the Lagoon. It's going to be perfect for my mixed reef feel, and I think it's going to be the right fit for my system in general. I think it's going to look a lot better. The AI Hydra mount was really bulky, and so I kind of wanted to change it up, and I think the mount on this light is a lot more sleek, and I think it's going to give a lot more coverage to the tank as a whole. So I'm really excited to get this thing home, get it all hooked up, and show you guys the new interface that I've never really used before. So we'll see you guys at home. All right.
2 hours later. The next day.
Hey morning, reefers. So it's the next day here, and I'm checking out the ramp up of the Kessil AP9X schedule, and I'm really liking it. When I woke up and I saw the light itself, I was really happy. Just kind of looked way better than previously it did with the Hydra 26. Hydra 26 is a great light, but I think this one just has a better look. It looks nicer, it has a sleeker look, and it's just tighter. Here's a screenshot of what you guys are looking at right now, intensity-wise, when it comes to my schedule. But overall, I think all the corals are super happy. I think the fish are enjoying it too. No one seems skittish. Everybody's out and about. Zoas look really nice right now. The micromusa is popping. Hello, little snail. But yeah, overall, I think the light is definitely kind of the right look of what I wanted. When I was setting it up, the app was a little difficult to use, but I was able to figure it out over time, and big shout out to my buddy Ryan. He kind of walked me through the whole thing and showed me exactly what he did for his schedule. So it was able to kind of figure it out easier and have someone that was able to help me out along the way. But the clams seem to really like it. Their mantles are out and about, super happy. But overall, the corals look great. I think the fish enjoy it, but I like the look. The app was a little tough to figure out at first, but overall, I'm liking how this light is looking. But the ramp up is pretty nice, and we'll see how it goes. When I started looking for videos on this light on YouTube, I didn't find a ton of information on it. So I wanted to break down 3 simple things with this light on my first video on it. So the first thing being how to set up your Kessil AP9X to your Wi-Fi and troubleshooting to get that to work. The second thing is I want to talk about my schedule in general and what I'm running on my Lagoon. The third thing is I want to talk about how to make your own preset and how to make your own schedule on the Kessil app. With that being said, let's go ahead and check those 3 things out. Alright, what's up, reefers? So we're going to talk about how I actually set up the AP9X when I received it. So I'm going to be showing you guys here a video of what I got online for the actual steps of setting this thing up. So setting it up, step 1, you're going to get it plugged into a wall outlet. You're going to give some power to it. Step 2 is you're going to allow this to boot up. You need to give it possibly 40 seconds. That purple light will come on, and then you're going to come over here and you're gonna select your Wi-Fi button. So that Wi-Fi button is what's gonna help you connect to your Wi-Fi here in your house. So then after that, you're going to scan your QR code, which is going to allow your device to connect to your app. With that all being said, I didn't get that to happen for my Kessil AP9X. I ended up having to do something called a hard reset. So check this out. I'm gonna show you guys a little clip of what I did to actually get this thing running. So check it out. One thing I wanna bring up to you guys is a hard reset. This is something that came in super handy for me when I was setting up my AP9X. It wasn't connecting super well to my Wi-Fi or connecting at all, so I had to figure out a way to get this to connect to my Wi-Fi. So what I ended up doing was pressing and holding the Wi-Fi button and the INT button together allowed me to hard reset the system. After I hard reset the system, I was able then to get it connected to my Wi-Fi. So if you guys are having trouble connecting your Kessil AP9X to your Wi-Fi, that could be the issue, and possibly the hard reset could help you out. One thing that's very common in the reefing world when it comes to lights is a question that's always asked. What's your schedule? Now with that in mind, I wanted to show you guys my schedule. Now keep in mind, I didn't make this on my own. I didn't go and just pioneer this by myself. I got a bunch of help from my buddy Ryan. I talked about him earlier in the video and he's been super helpful ever since. So a link to his Instagram will be in the description below. Go check out his feed. He's got some amazing stuff, some really beautiful tanks, and some fun pictures. So with that in mind, here's a video of my schedule. So it starts out at 7 a.m. with an intensity of 1, violet at 1, red at 1, and green at 0. It then ramps up for 3 hours, and it gets to an intensity of 50%, violet at 40, red at 2, and green at 0. It holds that until 1600, and at 1600 it's at intensity of 50%, violet at 40, red at 2, green at 0. Again, it then ramps back down to 1900, which is 7 o'clock, and it goes to 0, 0, 0, 0. The reason for that is I want to make sure that there's no lights on throughout the night of the tank. So that being said, that's my schedule, guys, and if you guys have any questions about schedule or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below and hopefully I can help you out. When you get into the app, you're gonna go to the mode tab. You're gonna slide up and you're gonna see on my screen there's 4 options. Click add a program. After you add a program, it gives you 3 options. So for me, it was easiest to use the preset Tuna Blue just because it's kind of the same feel I wanted. So I clicked that. So after I clicked that, I wanted to make this a little bit different. There's 4 points, so I wanted to add 1 more. So I click add a point. And then after I add a point, I'm gonna change the time to 1300. So it gets right in the middle of the 2 peak points from the preset Tuna Blue. And then I'm gonna bring the intensity up, so it's a ramp up and a ramp down as well for those 2 other high points. And then after I do that, I'm just gonna click back out of that, and then I'm gonna have my point already made. So there's a quick little rundown on how to make a quick new program for your Kessil if you're just trying out new things. I can go into more details later, but this is just a quick little rundown, and hopefully this can help out. Well, that's it for this week's video, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. I know I didn't go into a bunch of details about the app itself and the light, but I just wanted to give you guys an introduction to my new light itself, and I want to give myself some time to learn the new system and the new interface so that way I can give you guys some better information and details about my experience with this light. With that being said, thanks again, guys, for stopping in. I hope you guys tune in for next week's episode, and we'll see you then. Thanks.